Hello there, my name's Darren Tops. I'm one of the horticultural supervisors here at the Eden project, and one of my areas of responsibility is the Wild Cornwall exhibit, which is tucked up in the southwest corner of the pit. Easily missed. People sort of tend to come in and beeline straight for the biomes. You're missing out on a real gem really. It's worth taking a trip over and having a look around of what we're actually doing. It's basically a showcase of 5 sort of semi-natural habitats that you'll find around the Cornish landscape. This is our Heathland area. It's on the sort of main introduction as you walk through into the Wild Cornwall exhibit. Very important habitat, especially in this area of Cornwall. Here we talk about the 3 ways in which we established the Heathland, and we worked with Imries on this as well as English Nature. Basically it's replicating what Imries are trying to do with the reclaimed Cornish clay pits around the actual Eden site. So as you'll drive in, you'll see these old clay sort of slag heaps, and what they're doing is resculpting these and then sewing them back to Heathland. It's one of the sort of vastly declined habitats in the county. I think they reckon that it's disappearing as fast as the rainforest is. Biodiversity wise, very important, very rich habitats. A lot of reptiles, amphibians and vertebrates make use of it. As you come into the exhibit, you'll notice the splendid Corniche Hedge that we've got down one side of the open area here at the top. Hedge is very important to Cornwall wildlife. There's about 30,000 miles in all of Corniche hedges. This area at the top, the open area, is sort of represent arable fields really, and field margins along the boulder wall side here. And what we're trying to do is encourage a lot of the arable weeds that have been in big decline basically because of agricultural practices changing over the last few years. This is our Atlantic woodland, probably the most sort of climatic of all the semi-natural habitats that we have to look after with very minimal maintenance. In huge decline, there's only very small sort of pockets of the Atlantic woodland left. And what is characteristic of it are these stunted oak trees, which are kind of wind pruned, so the sort of prevailing winds, southwesterlies coming off the Atlantic, basically prune out and cause the oak trees to grow into these sort of gnarled, sort of dwarf, almost bonsai states. This is our Wayside area, basically just representing the unimproved grassland, again, which is a habitat in big decline nationally as well as within the county. Again, so many species within this. These are seeds that we've collected from the site and sown out actually onto the turfs, as well as planting out plugs, and then things that have found their way naturally. There's a lot of southern marsh orchids and things like that that have actually colonised without us doing anything to it whatsoever. And we just give it a cut in the late summer, rake all the cuttings off, and pretty much leave it to itself to look after. But again, come up here in June and it's well worth having a look at it. I mean, there's got to be 60, 70 plus species within the meadow area. So very rich indeed, and just absolutely full of invertebrates and small mammals. So it's working particularly well.